Hello everyone, back with me here, Swafie at Dralley, Dralley series. So yeah, we started this episode with time lapse. It's different from another episode of mine, and I think it's a good refreshment into this series as well. So yeah, we started with some time lapse. So this is episode 17. You may see on the title or the introduction as that you saw in this introduction. It's about the Central West district. So the Central West basically meaning that it is in the central of the downtown. It's basically it's the central of downtown, but it's kind of in the west area or west side of it. So that's why I named it Central West. I think it's kind of reasonable. So if you see here on this screenshot, it's a final product, but it's from above. You can't really see the details there. So yeah, this is the area that I am working on this episode right here. So this episode, I think it's gonna be kind of long. This time lapse alone is taking about 21 minutes. It's the combination of 4 hour of footage, 4 hour of recording, and it's kind of make that time there. Make that it's there 21 minutes because I don't really want to go very fast on the time lapse. So I really carefully choosing the speed of the time lapse here. So anyways, in the last 2 minutes I already making this big graveyard. Basically just it's separated with the wall there, stone wall. I think it's really nice and it's pretty big as well, but I think it's still reasonable for our downtown. So I already finished the graveyard there or cemetery. I'm making this district right here, which I call it the Central West district. Yep. So yeah, I already mentioned to you about Central West district. It's located basically in the west of our downtown area, and I'm trying to still combine all of the buildings from the tall to the short. Basically I'm still combining the same theme here, the Manhattan and the Brooklyn theme, but as it goes to the highway, it's gonna be shorter and shorter. So in the last episode, my great sporters suggest me to make some theme park, and I think it's a great suggestion, and he suggests me as well to make a pier, and I think it's really good suggestion. So his name is Afghani. So thank you for suggestion. I really appreciate your suggestion. It really makes me happy that someone is really care to my series, and it's really great to have to have things like that, people like that. It's really nice. So thank you very much for you. And I will make some a theme park. Perhaps I'm gonna make it in a special episode, like maybe 17.5 or 18.5 later. I'm still not really sure when I'm gonna make it, but sure I will make it because I think the theme park, it's kind of a good one, and pure as well. Maybe I'm gonna make it later when we started the other side of our downtown later. So basically Bird Monkey has published new set of props. I think it's called the construction props, and it's really great. I have seen some great YouTubers like Skibbith and Crumbs Mickey making something out of it. It's a really beautiful thing. Basically the amount of beautifulness on that prop is it goes to your imagination, but still, since I'm not really a really good, since I'm not having a really good imagination, so I'm gonna look for something great on YouTube. Perhaps maybe they're gonna look for some inspiration and something like that. Anyways, here back to the game. Making this kind of odd shaped square. I think it's square, but I'm not really sure. Basically, I'm just wanted to try the 135 degrees building as well as the 75. I'm sorry, 45-degree buildings over here that I placed. I just really want to try that. So this basically this square or this block right here is just dedicated for that, but I'm placing so many various types of buildings here. I'm just kind of combining all of them in one place, trying to, carefully making it still really beautiful, but it's kind of just colliding. The buildings is kind of colliding all over the place, but and I don't know, it's really look very dense, but I think it's really looking very great at the end. So yeah, well, the new updates of City Skylines, the mass transit, is gonna be out for another 2 weeks, and I'm really excited for that. I can't wait for it to come, but I'm still not really sure why. I'm still not really sure if if the updates it's okay or not. I mean, when some updates come, usually it's gonna having something different to your games. I hope that the update's gonna make any difference into my games and as well as my FPS. I hope that it's gonna be just okay, but I don't know. So I'm trying to place this Walmart over here. I'm trying to, I don't know, I wanted to have a big shopping center near the highway and as well as near the interchange over there. I think it's really reasonable place for this shopping center for the Walmart over here. So I placed it there, and as well as the shopping, I don't know, I think it's shopping parking lot. I think it's just kind of a really good combined, I don't know, it's a really good place after all. It's a really good thing to have there after all. And as well as I'm work at some detailing over here. I just wanted to tell you about the detailing. So I'm not really detailing guy. I'm not really detailing person. I don't really do details after all, but I love detail. I love detailings, and I love the details. I love to enjoy the details. But when it comes to fences, I think when it comes to wall or fences, I hate it. I hate it because when I place fences or wall, for that time it's okay, but later when I exit the game and I load the game again, it's gonna be gone. And I don't know what happened, and I need to put it back there again. And like every time I load the game, I really need to put back the fences, and I mean it's not really what I wanted to do every time I load the game, so I kind of hate it. So well, this I already commenting for about 9 minutes, and my throat's really sore now. I don't know. Basically I'm gonna take a break. I will see you maybe for another 5 or 6 minutes, basically in another footage later. So for now, I'll leave you with the music and a time lapse. Hello everyone, back with me again. In a new footage. So when I was saying that I'm gonna see you in 4 6 minutes more, it's wrong. It's just a couple minutes more. So basically here, I think you might realize that slight changes in this footage right here. Basically because I'm using another LUT. Well, basically I'm just using the LUT. I don't really take a look at my LUT when I'm playing City Skylines. So this far I never really use any LUT for any of my recordings. So I think I don't know, LUTs makes difference, something like this. I think it gives more broad color into my cities right here. And I don't know, so far as long as this series goes, I don't really use them. So I don't know, but here I think you can see that I'm using LET. It's realistic 1.2 LET, the LET that I very much like. And yeah, so maybe from this point I'm just gonna remember that I need to put LUT before I'm loading the game. I don't know, because every time I open the game, the LUTs come back to default changes. I think there's no LUT in the option. So even though I already set it into something, but then if I load the game again, it's become none. It's back to become none. So yeah, I'm just trying to remember at from this point that I need to put LUT in every single episode. Basically that. So here I am just trying to put some apartments, or condominiums near the highway. I don't know. I think I'm kind of inspired from where I live right here. The buildings is something more like the one that you saw earlier, the four buildings that kind of combine together. I think my place that I live in here, it's kind of similar like that. So I'm using the Russian buildings, I guess. It's very nice. I clearly wanted to I actually wanted to add some more Russian buildings in my city. I think it's kind of just add some feelings into it. It's different. It's different from the Brooklyn or Manhattan teams, and I think it's great to have a differences in our city. And as I wanted to make another downtown in another side of the city, maybe I could just make some more Russian buildings there. Maybe I could just put some more Russian buildings. I think it's gonna be very nice. And I as well as I'm as well adding this sound barrier and making this kind of realistic parking lots. I guess I'm using curbs. I'm using asphalt, just kind of to make it, just like some realistic parking lots. I think it's very great. And the layout of this is as well as inspired from my place here. I think my place have that kind of parking lots, and as well as the sound barrier there. My place have that as well. So yeah, basically, so this time lapse is still got long way more. It's about 6 or 5 minutes more. I don't really wanted to talk all along this time lapse because I don't know. I just don't have anything to talk about. Okay. Let's just continue to talk. I'm working on this parking lots right here. The apartment parking lots there. It's a small apartment, and I think it's great. And as well as I'm adding some more train station here. It's an NYC Bofumer train station, and I'm trying to make it just like in Brooklyn. Like the train track is above the road, and there's so many houses in between the road, and basically that. But I don't seems to find any right pillars the for the train tracks itself. So I ended up using no pillars on the train tracks there, and as well as I'm adding some more just public transport. Basically, it's now the subway system, and I really wanted to have my city not really not really congested by traffic, because I don't really want that. So I ended up added so many public transport, as lot as I can, I guess, as many as I can, and I think it is great. So here I am, just trying to rename all of the train line that I have in the city, because I really want them to be have a specific name, from some places to places. And but basically that's it. And I was working on that um parking lots there, and as well as I'm trying to make this building just kind of nearly, just very very nearly into the train tracks. I know it's a residential building. I know that people that live there will not be happy, I guess, will not really much happy, but it's this game, who cares, right? So I will leave you here again. I will leave you here for 3 minutes or 4 minutes of time lapse. I will see you later in the live portion of this episode, and goodbye.
Never thought that we'd go this far. Don't stop now. Reaching for a distant star. Don't stop now. Isn't it strange how we're safe and home? So that I'm counting days until the second go. If you're gonna make a change, you have to let me know. Turn this shit around, just out of top the youngs. It's all you need to do.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the live portion of 17th episode. So What you're seeing here, I think you didn't see this on the time lapse because I made this off the camera. So yeah, let's get through to this Central West District over here. So I want to start from here. So this is the building that I very much love in this area, basically because you already know. I guess it's inspired from real life, from the place that I live. Even though it's not the exact same building, but I think the idea here and the shape of this building, it's still looking the same. So if this is the building that I live, I should be living somewhere here. Yep, I'm living in a condominium somewhere here. So I did some touch up in here as well, like these parks and these parking lots as well. You didn't see it on the time lapse because I done it off camera, as well as these parking lots over here. And I kind of lost some props over here, which it sucks really. I don't really know. In past couple of episodes, I really lost so many props, which I don't know. I think it sucks. Let me just fix this for a second. So it was 2 by 4 parking lots, I guess. Should be something like this. Let me see. Alright, something like that, and we should just move this to here. Not like that though. Let me see. Yeah, I think that is just fine. So yep, I think that's fine. That's better than before. And yeah, do you remember what's in here before on the time lapse? It was a swimming pool. There was a swimming pool right here, and now it's gone. I don't know where is it. And as well as this trees over here, I think it's gone as well. Let me just plop some trees. Alright, let me just plop some trees. I love these trees. Where is it? Where's the trees that I usually plop? These trees. Damn it. Sorry. Like so. I guess that's beautiful. And I need some more sound barrier. I think I lost couple of sound barrier right here, or just one. Yep, that's better. That is better. That's better. So yeah, this is the parking lots. I think this parking lot is for the residents in this apartments right here, and this parking lot as well is for the residents in these apartments, and this parking lot is for people that wanted to take this train over here. So I extend this train line over here, which I think it's gonna grow. It's bent a little bit in here and just goes into this road over here, which I think it's nice to have. I know it's just so noisy right here, so let's just zoom out. Yeah. So this is the midtown that unfinished on last episode, and now it's finished, which yeah, it's great. Again, I just love this Brooklyn housing so much. I know that I have a big space in here. I don't really know what to do, so I guess I just put this pathway over here. I don't know. I think it's not a very big deal to have this kind of space. I still think that it's such a waste though, but I think it's okay for now. And this is our very big cemetery. I think the main cemetery for this downtown, and I put some churches. I don't really wanted to have some churches there, but I just wanted to have like a small houses, that are usually in cemetery, like a small building. But I guess I can't really find any in the workshop, so I guess this churches is fine to have in here. So yeah, let me just see in here. So I placed this police and as well as the parking lots there. I think this police parking lot, it's just very very useful for me. I don't know, I clearly love this asset so much, because I can just have a police station and then this parking lots beside it, which I don't really have to detail again. This asset itself is already detailed by itself, so I guess it's great. So I have some more. I think this one is healthcare or hospital or clinics, and some more parking lots. This Panera bread shop over here, which I think is great. So this is the square that I built. I'm not really sure if it's a square or not. I just called it a square. Um, it's not a American types of square. It's more like European types of square. But basically, I made this because I wanted to try this. I wanted to try this 135 degrees building as well as this 45 degrees buildings over here, which I think I done it. I succeeded very well. Yeah, I like it very much. And this area as well. I mean, this is a big shopping center. I know that is. I mean, this is not a really realistic shopping centers and as well as this parking lots, but I think it's still looking great. It's still looking reasonably great. Yeah, let's move on to this. I'm not really sure if you've seen this in last episode, and I think I lost one curve over here. Let me just fix it a little bit. I mean, for a while, for a second. Let me see. I think this one is this one. Let me just nicely shape it. Nicely put it like this. Yep. So it's done. And we still have this blank space, which I don't really know what to do. And this houses over here is just over there because I think it's very nice to have. And I love this parking garage here, which I guess it's nicely located in this area over here. And yeah, I guess it's really beautiful. It's a really great entrance into the city. Just look at that. Look at that skylines though. I know that my skylines is very very high. There are some people that give me a suggestion that you don't need to have skylines that tall. They prefer just to have this tall. I mean, this is the tallest building that maybe you can have in your cities, but I guess it doesn't really matter though to have those very very tall skylines. And I very very much loving it though. So far it's still really great. And well, let's move on. So in this block over here we have some plazas, two plazas with some parking lots over here, and of course some more parks, and as well as this building. Well, the last area though that I want to talk about. This is, I think this parking lot is the main thing here, which the buildings that make this area so beautiful. Yeah, look at that though. I think it's really beautiful. So this area basically it's just very basic area. Some Brooklyn themes housings. I don't really put some Manhattan themes. I just put the low density residential buildings over here, which I think again it's very very nice. So I don't really wanted to make this episode like a 40 minutes long or something like that. Let me just find some great view to end this episode. So let me adjust this. So anyone, this is the end of our episode. So give this video a like if you like this video, and please consider subscribe because I would love to see you in the next episode. This is a cinematic footage as usual, so yeah, give thumbs up for this as well. I will see you in the 18th episode, but until then, I wish you to have a nice day and goodbye.
There goes a sight from my soul.